So our Airbnb guest got here and canceled within 5 minutes and just left. So there was no way that she could stay somewhere like this because she saw this. And she got in her car and drove away and left. So our Airbnb...
Bless your little Christian heart, outskirts of heaven. Here you are thinking that if you flew a Trump flag outside of your Airbnb property, that would bring you guests and not judgment. But baby, those are no longer any kind of welcome signs. Those are warning labels at this point. You're out here acting shocked that people don't want to sleep on your property when you have a literal fascist flag flying on your front yard. That's almost like walking into an Airbnb and seeing the Klan's entire closet hanging on your clothesline. It's an outright middle finger to black people, LGBTQIA, women, teachers, and everybody else that's been affected by this administration down to its core. I don't understand why they left my Airbnb. Well, that's because you said, not today, Satan. I'm not dying in the extended scenes of Get Out. So yeah, for all you MAGA business owners, you keep acting like flying the Trump flag is a brand upgrade. But in reality, he's the little spirit Halloween of American politics. Loud, tacky, and apparently just seasonal. And always leaves your business vacant. So keep flying that Trump flag, sis. But don't cry when your bookings dry up faster than you already are down there. Because frankly, you're not on the outskirts of heaven. You're literally sitting on the front porch of hell at this point. With a 1-star rating and a MAGA flag flying really deeply into the breeze. I bless your little...
MAGA learns that actions have consequences. This MAGA didn't realize that her putting up a Trump flag got her Airbnb guests canceling her. Why? Because what these MAGAs don't realize is that the Trump flag, how offensive it is to allow lots of groups of people, LGBTQ, minorities, trans, and other groups of people. These groups of people have been hurt by the policies of the Trump administration, and they want nothing to do with MAGA. They want nothing to do with Trump supporters, and these people still don't get it. And they're in the business? What? Imagine running a business and trying to make money, and you put up your personal politics for everyone to see, and that's more than half the country at this point. I mean, Trump's approval rating is at like 35%. So most of the country doesn't want anything to do with MAGA, and they will cancel you because it affects them personally, because they have been hurt personally by Trump's policies, and you need to realize this. Guys, if you enjoyed this type of content, please like, subscribe, comment, and make sure to hit the notification bell. We're still small channels that's trying to grow, and if you do that, you're my hero. Thank you so much.
This is exactly the energy that everybody needs to be on. Don't be putting money knowingly into the pockets of Trump supporters. Don't do it. Don't. I won't. If I know you support Trump, you won't get $1 out of me. And I mean that. Unless the federal government is sending it to one of your red states. That's the only way you'll get a dime out of me. But to sit here and display your hate and be surprised that somebody doesn't feel comfortable staying there? Why would they? This is exactly...
We want to know who you voted for so that we don't spend our money there. Okay? I can guarantee you a lot of people will not be spending their money anywhere where they know that a Trump supporter voted for Trump, because why would we? Why would we want to? And then there are people in the comments that's like, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. For me, porque estoy mexicana, it is that serious, and it has always been that serious. For the people who are like, it's not that serious. It's just an Airbnb. Y'all are messing with her money. Y'all are messing with her money. Do you not understand? Families are literally being ripped apart. Always been that serious, and it will always be. You want...
Vote with your dollar. Boycotts work. Look at what's happening with the Jimmy Kimmel situation. Disney, they were forced to bring back Jimmy Kimmel live on air. Why? Because everyone was boycotting Disney. They were canceling subscription memberships. They canceled their Hulu subscription. They canceled their Disney Plus subscription. They boycotted Disney, and Disney brought back Jimmy Kimmel. So boycotting works. And what these MAGAs don't realize is that people who don't support Trump, people who hate Trump, they don't want to do anything that supports the Trump administration. They don't want to have to do with anything, with anyone who voted for this man, who supports this man. You know why? Because the Trump administration policies, they hurt the LGBTQ community, they hurt the African American community, they hurt the Latino-American community, And anyone who isn't a white MAGA basically gets hurt by Trump's policies. So they don't want to support this. So they should be boycotting this. And these MAGAs need to get it through their heads that they're not liked. But the majority of this country doesn't want anything to do with these people. So they boycott them. So MAGA, if you were smarter, because I know you're not, but if you were smarter, you would put those flags away. You would put your personal politics away when you're doing a business, when you have Airbnb. And so that way, you can actually earn some money. But no, your politics are more important to you. Why? Because you want to own the libs. Own the libs. That's all that matters. You want to show everyone your personal politics. You want to show how much you love Trump. Well, guess what? People are going to boycott you. You're going to be losing money because of that. Your businesses are going to be going bankrupt because of that. Watch this.
It does not represent safety, common sense, human decency, or anything of that nature. I don't really know what she thought. But what I can tell you is once you put that, you broadcast it, that's what you like, that's what you do, there's a whole new line. There's some things that, you know, you kind of think about, is it worth it? That has become a trigger, a whatever the word is, but there is the biggest divide, as we all know, that has been caused with that one word, with that one color of a cap, with that one slogan of making something great that really was not great to begin with. So what are your thoughts? If you pulled up to an Airbnb and you saw something, what are your deal breakers for Airbnb stayings?
Here's the thing. There's a whole demographic of people in the U.S. who really harp on freedom of speech. But what they so quickly forget is that freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences.
The vocabulary word is repercussion. It's a noun. A repercussion is an unintended consequence as the result of an event or action. Now, the woman with the Airbnb didn't think there would be any repercussion when she hung her Trump Vance sign on her Airbnb property. Repercussion. Actions that have consequences. Add that word to your vocabulary bank and make it your time, your shine.
Action have consequences. You left around and now you're finding out, Airbnb MAGA supporter, you're finding out that you played stupid games and now you're winning stupid prizes when your guests are canceling you the second they see that Trump flag. So maybe you should remove that Trump flag, but no, actually keep it. You know what? Keep it, because you've been branded as a Trump supporter. So you should be proud of it now. So don't hide it. Just leave it there, and maybe you'll get some MAGA guests showing up at your Airbnb property. You know, because if you take down that flag, it really means that you're ashamed of it. You're ashamed of your support for Trump because it's costing you your business, it's costing you your money. So if you want to be true to your values, if you want to be true to your principle, keep that flag there and let the market decide. You know, remember, Republicans used to say the invisible hand of the free market, let the market decide. So let the market decide if the guests want to keep their booking or if they don't. So I don't know, guys, but I think that's FAFO. F around and find out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And before you go, I have a question for you. Would you cancel your BNB booking if you knew that the owner of the Airbnb was a Trump supporter and you saw a flag or any kind of Trump merchandise in the Airbnb unit? Would you cancel it or would you stay in the Airbnb? Please let me know what you think in the comments. And before you go, one last thing, guys, thank you for watching my video. If you like this type of content, please like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell. We're a small channel that's still growing and we need all the help we can get. We really appreciate your support and we respect you very much. Thank you so much for watching.